Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Nabila with student number 2302039, and today I will present my lesson plan. Let me share screen first. Okay, there's the identification. In general, 12th grade students are already have basic writing and presenting skills in English, and are familiar with discussing social and environmental issues. The learning material is discussion text, deforestation in Sumatra, and recent floods. The material focus on discussion text that present arguments for and against an issue. There's the level of difficulty, material structure for the P3 presentation, practice, and production. Learning duration, dimension of the graduate. Learning achievementnya, writing presenting. Students are expected to be able to write and present about information from the entire discussion text, identify arguments for and against an issue. So it's not only pro one, but also the cons, and express balanced opinions related to text. There's cross-disciplinary learning objectives with ABCD, learning design, topik pembelajarannya discussion text, deforestation in Sumatra and recent floods, pedagogy practice, learning partnership, with the learning steps, beginning with PRF, understanding presentation use, MOT or modeling of the text, and then practice with GCOT or joint construction of text, and then production with independent construction of text or ICOT. And yes, final the reflection, closing, and also the rubric one for presenting, and the writing one. Okay, I think that's enough. Next, I want to share about the material. Wait, let me share screen, please. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. And today's lesson is discussion text. The title is Deforestation in Sumatra and Recent Floods. Here I am, Anissa Nabila. I'm gonna lead you. I'm gonna teach you about this lesson, discussion text. Next, okay. What environmental problems do you know around you? And what environmental problems do you know around you? We can save our gases from there's like flooding, air pollution, with accumulation, earthquake, and deforestation. Next, what environmental problems have you heard lately? We lately heard some news about floods in Sumatra, especially because of the fire in forest. About the deforestation. I'm sorry. And what do you think this issue happens? For some reason, this thing can be happen because of human activities, but also natural can natural also contributed like the heavy rainfall or something like that. It's the brainstorming for students that will make them more focused on what they or make them ready what they gonna learn today. So they need teachers need and I give some question to do the brainstorming. Next is environment issue. Is more complicated to do before the mean of the material. What do you see in the picture? There are two pictures, and do you see in the pictures? All right, there's the deforestation. There's so many. Can you see? The second photo. There's so many wood that already cut, banyak yang ditebang, and yeah, so chaos. And above it, the first picture, yeah, and you see the difference between the ones that the wood already cut in with the forest or the trees that still grow up maybe, or maybe they're just gonna they're gonna wait that they will gonna cut it. Yes, there's so many problem here. There's so many chaos in here in that photo. That's already happened in this country. So have you heard about the floods in Aceh and North Sumatra? Um, yes, you're right. But if you don't even heard about that, that's okay. Yes, maybe you need to more find some news about that. This okay. So floods in Aceh and North Sumatra lately have been the news that people talk about. It's almost 2 weeks, and yeah, we can see about the news about the government, the uh the region of Aceh and North Sumatra will be getting better or maybe bad because of people or the government handle it is a bit too hard. There's so many rules or so many warning to do not help it. And what do you think cause this floods? Like what is a little letter? Floods can caused by happen because of human activities like cutting down trees that make it deforestation. But natural factors like heavy rainfall also contribute to the problems. At first, uh, floods in Aceh and North Sumatra, it's first from heavy rainfall, so heavy, and then there's uh, floods around the region. But we should know what the problem first is. It could be human activities from the deforestation, like the trees have not doesn't have uh, penyerapan on the root, so it affects the waters that the root cannot do penyerapan because of there's a lot of trees that already cut. And next, who do you think is most affected by these problems? That's right, human or local communities is the most affected by this problem. But you need to think more about whom affected by this problem. It's not only human, it's not only uh, local communities, but also animals. Can you imagine in the forest, like tiger or maybe a lion or deer? There's a lot of wild, even though that's not wild, but there's a lot of animals in that forest. And then people as human activities do the deforestation that where do you live? Where do they live then? When their place at first is already cut, already gone because of human activities. But that's not only some animals in forest, but also how about our pets? When the floods happen in Aceh and North Sumatra, of course, those local communities have pets. When they, as human, as the owner, try to find a safe place for them, yeah, maybe the animal can join it, but how about the street animals, like cat in the street, dog in the street? Can you imagine that how hard they live, where do, yeah, they need rescue, but they don't know how to ask help, and that's is people, there's people and animals also affected by this problem. Next is the main of the material is discussion text. Okay, first I'm gonna tell you about the meaning. Discussion text is a type of text that presents different points of view about an issue. Its purpose is to discuss an issue objectively by showing both the advantages and disadvantages or the arguments for and against a topic. Next, the structure. First is issue. Introduce the topic or problem being discussed. Second, argument for, or the pros one, present reason or opinion that support the issue. Three, arguments against or the cons, present reason or opinions that oppose the issue. The last is conclusion or recommendation is summarize the discussion and may give a conclusion or suggestion based on argument presented. Okay, there's four structure in discussion text. All right. Okay, there's the text that I provide you with the title of deforestation in Sumatra and recent flood, development or disaster. Maybe there also I give the title development or disaster. So guys, you can make some pros and cons arguments for and argument against that issue. Then we can see from the title itself which one, who you are, which one you are team with. The team, the development, or is that disaster? But we need break down all of them. Okay, there's the paragraph text about that. There's one on one side and the on other side. Let me read it for you. On one side, deforestation is often justified as the means to support economic growth. Forest areas are cleared for palm oil plantation, meaning an infrastructure project, which provide employment opportunities for local communities. These activities are considered important for regional development and income generation. Supporters argue that such development helps improve people's living condition and reduce unemployment. That's the argument. There's another argument. On the other side, deforestation has serious environmental consequences that cannot be ignored. The loss of forests reduces the land's ability to absorb rainwater, which increases the risk of floods and landslide. The recent floods in Aceh and North Sumatra are often linked to deforestation in upstream areas. In addition, forest destruction threatens wildlife habitats and contributes to climate change, making environmental problems more severe in long term. Okay, there's you can also read it. Maybe you can text screenshot of it of the text. Okay, next is discussion and finally. Okay, what are the main cases of deforestation in Sumatra mentioned in the text? I give this discussion part. There are three questions for your critical literacy, your critical thinking about that. It's not only you just read it. It's not only you just say it, but also think it with your critical thinking. What are the main cases of deforestation in Sumatra mentioned in the text? According to the text, what are the impacts of deforestation on the environmental and local communities? Thus, which argument in the text do we agree with the most and why? So, on the number 3, we see that there's two sides of the text. So, which one argument in text do you agree with the most? And give me the reason. You can write it in your notebook to learn it, to uh, brainstorming your thought about your critical thinking with your own perspective. Okay, next is okay, the reflection. Finally, we're in the last part. Okay, did you find any difficulties when learning about deforestation and discussion text today? Maybe some of you feel that, oh, maybe this material is so hard. And about deforestation, about environmental, it's too high or something. But this is one of thing that you people can see who you are with or who are you to make sure are you care about around you or not about the deforestation itself. And how about the discussion text? Is it hard or is it easy because you can do both the arguments for and against it, the pros and cons. Next, what next? What new words related to environmental issue did you learn today? Okay, maybe your new words or new vocabs like deforestation or maybe waste accumulation, yeah, or something that make you can write it also in your notebook to ask your vocabulary, new vocabulary to reach your vocabularies. And next, which activity did you enjoy the most in today's lesson? When you read the paragraph or the brainstorming or maybe the environmental issue question or maybe when you when the discussion or maybe when you write the pros and cons of the text. Which activity did you enjoy? And I hope all of the activity give you joyful. And okay, this the last of the lesson today. I think that's enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, stop.